Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am Anne Pochen. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is basically for that part of my channel where we talk about real life issues. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this particular issue when you're out and about shopping, whether it's your corner stores, your local supermarket, or even um, online stores, or even your local um, markets. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed this issue. Now, I noticed this issue first when I um, I went into a particular store, one of our corner stores, right? I'm not going to mention the name of it, but I noticed it when um, I saw a can of tomatoes. Now, I used to go to this local store if I haven't got any more tomatoes, canned tomatoes, right, at home. Just for emergency purposes, I would go and buy maybe three or four um and bring home until the next time I go bulk shopping, right? Because that's what I normally do. I normally do bulk shopping, but in between the bulk shopping, if I run out of food because of like an ingredient, basically, I'd go to my local corner store. I noticed that I went for an errand. It wasn't necessarily to buy the can of tomatoes. However, I was passing by and I noticed it. Okay, now canned tomatoes used to be this size, right? And I noticed in this particular store that they had this the normal cans, which were this price, this size, and it was now costing 75 pence. Then next to it, I saw a can this small, okay, so which meant that they had halved the size of this one, which was here. They had halved it all the way here, okay, and they were now charging 55 pence, which used to be the price for this one, but a little bit a little bit more, because this size used to be 50 pence at this particular store, right? And so that's what I noticed, okay, corner stores. And then I was like, okay, because because and I wanted to do the video on it when I saw it there and then. I wanted to do a video on it, but I thought, nah, let me leave it. Let me leave it. I've got enough content to do to film, so let me just leave that topic, okay? But I've noticed it. Then I noticed that I also noticed that same company, different store in the location, but this one is right in front of our house, right? I noticed again they didn't have this particular milk that we normally use, which is this one, right? Evaporated milk. Okay, let me make sure that the name is not on there. It's not showing, okay? So evaporated milk. Now I noticed that they didn't have this for months, like nearly over 5 months. They didn't have this, okay, in stock. Every time I went to try and purchase this, they didn't have it in stock, okay? And last month, last month, they brought it back in stock. But this time, they brought it back in looking like this. Now, the original, They also brought a few of the original, like about 30 or, yeah, about 30 or 20 if not 30 of their normal ones, which was like this, which used to be 60 pence. Yeah, no, 59 pence. Yeah, 59 pence, right? Now, once that was cleared off, finished, they just started putting this out, okay? And I was like, I told the staff there, I was like, I've noticed your cans have become smaller and they've come back with a different design. Okay, they changed the design, everything, thinking that people wouldn't notice. Wouldn't notice. Now, this price, as small as it is, half of what it used to be. Okay, it used to be like this. They've halved it to here. Pretty much halved it. Because, yeah, the can was even bigger than this, I think, I believe. Yeah. And this now costs 69 pence. So it's gone up by 19 pence. Is it 19 pence? Yeah, 19 pence or 20 pence. Yeah, 20 pence. It's gone up by it. But you're getting less product. You're getting less, you're paying more and getting less product. Or you're paying the same price as you used to before and getting less product. Now, this is not just a case of milk, by the way. I noticed the same thing with food, with meat. With meat. Minced meat, that doesn't look like minced meat anymore, but it's because it's been flattened so much that it's less meat in there. And I thought, okay, still, I was like, no, not gonna do a video. Then today, I went to sleep, had a dream, and basically I was on the phone talking to my friend in this dream, Cat Vision, right? For those of you who are new on this platform or you're just watching this video, come across my channel. I'm a born again Christian, so God does speak to us who are born again. Even people who are not born again, God does speak to them, but they don't know it's God. Okay, so anyway, He speaks to us in various ways. For me, one of the ways He speaks to me is through dreams. So in this vision type dream, right, I was sleeping, I was on the phone talking to my friend, and then I decided to go into the supermarket in the vision whilst still on the phone with my friend. And then I went to buy meat, okay? And I noticed, oh my gosh, I don't know if you, it was, okay, let me show you using my nail. You know, like that size, basically the tip of my big thumb, okay? Like that much, okay? Like that, basically that much of my thumb, yeah? That was the size of the meat they were selling, but it was like in rows, okay? Like strips, basically. They just had strips. That's it. They just had strips of meat, and this was pork loins, because I normally buy pork loins, okay? They had it in strips like that, okay, going down like that. But the size of the meat was the size of the tip of my thumb. It was like that size from ear to ear. That was it. If that even. Yeah, it was that small. That small, right? And if I'm not mistaken, it was about for the pack was like this in the vision. It was like this. So this size and this wide, this long, this wide, right? And guess how much it was? £9. I looked at the price. I thought, is it £6? Nah, turned it. It was £9 for that amount. That could not even satisfy. That could not feed a family of, let's say, a family of three. That could barely feed them because it's tiny, tiny meat like that in those strips. Tiny, tiny like that, and then I kept looking, and I woke up from the dream, right? And then continued with like my evening, and then as I finished eating, I was just relaxing. I then asked God because I was like, this might be a God dream. Like, let me not brush it off. This could be a God dream, right? So I asked God, I said, God, why did you let me see that vision? Like, I knew it was, I was like, let me not take my dream seriously, because when I see food these days, I'm like, nah, let me ask God, like, why I'm having that dream. Okay. So he said, talk about the sizes of food becoming smaller. Talk about the sizes of food becoming smaller. So I went online. I found out the problem with it because I've watched Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he was talking about how during inflation, food prices go not only up, but things become smaller and all of that, right? So I went online today and I checked, why are food sizes becoming smaller? Guess what? It's called shrinkflation. Shrinkflation. And the reason why food sizes are getting smaller is because retailers, food retailers, food companies, and also, yeah, basically food companies and food retailers want to offset prices. So in order to offset prices, they will either increase the prices and keep the product the same size, okay? Or they'll make the product smaller and still increase the price, okay? And basically, this type of inflation is hidden inflation. However, people are beginning to realize it. I don't know if you realized it, but I've realized it a very long time ago, and that's why I buy lots of food in bulk, because you just don't know when it's gonna be out of stock and then brought back in stock, and whether the price is gonna be up or this, and it being the same, or the price is gonna be what's it called? The price is going to be what's it called? The same. Okay, whether the price is going to be the same and it be brought smaller, or the price is going to be up and it remain the same, or the price is going to go up and still small. You just don't know. You just don't know. So that's why I buy more. I buy in bulk when I can and put them away in my emergency stock and regular use stock as well. So that is what I came to share with you. And the solution is basically to make more money. To make more money, because if you don't have enough money in this economy, I'm sorry, but it looks like food is becoming a luxury. It's gone up by 19.6% inflation prices in food, okay? 18.6 since 2020. Okay, it's gone up. It's gone up by that percent. So if you notice it within your store, and it's across, it's not just one store or two stores, it's across all supermarkets, it's across all corner stores, it's across all places that sell food. That is what we're facing. Prices going up, products being smaller, or prices going up, products staying the same size, and it not being enough, so you have to buy like 3-4 times the amount. Like the one that we used to get that was this size would last us at least 4 days, would fill a whole tub. Now it won't fill a tub. It won't fill those Tupperwares, plastic Tupperwares to put in the fridge. It won't fill that. It won't fill it half a glass. It won't fill. So this in winter, because I use this a lot in winter times, this will last us 3 days, if that. 3 days, if that, because we drink a lot of milk in winter because we have hot drinks and porridge and all of that for breakfast. So it means you're having to buy 3-4 times the amount of what you normally shop for, you know, or going without because the price is a lot for some people, for some families who can't afford to buy certain kinds of food because the prices are so high and affordable. It's not affordable for them. I feel bad for them, you know. But I'm telling you now, grow what you can grow. What's it called? Grow what you can grow. Buy it in bulk when prices have gone down a bit, because sometimes they have sales even on food where prices are reduced because they want to get rid of their stock or because nobody's buying them, so they try to get rid of stock so that they can get new stock in, so that they can make their money. So that they don't lose much. That's when I go in and I buy out quite a bit when I've got the money for it. But that is where it's going, guys. I don't know how far it's gonna go, but it looked bad. It looked bad. Meat looked bad. It was the sizes of meat was so bad. That tiny strips. Literally, there's hardly any meat on it. It was just skin. It was just literally skin and a bit line of meat on it. It's bad. But yeah, guys, let me know if you've seen this issue and how you are dealing with it. I'm dealing with it by stocking up while bigger stocks last, and while buying more when I've got the money for it, and also when the prices have gone down a bit, and also just growing my own food that I can grow, the things that I can grow, like my vegetables and my fruits, and then stocking up my freezer and my storage. That's how I'm dealing with it. But that is basically it from me in this video. I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye.